Hey guys, thank you for watching. I wasn't going to record this game, but I decided to in mid-play because I was playing against some good players. Green was lowest rated. He was 1383, and there's a point where he he wants to team up with yellow. And it's kind of interesting. I think STOPPromotion has a YouTube channel where he posts some videos, but anyhow, to my left is a player called Angelina Callie. I think she's authentic. Like that's really the person she is, or who knows? Maybe someone's maybe there's the chess player that's posing as her, so, but regardless of that, what's interesting about this game is the chat, and the chat will start pretty soon, but basically I use the opening that Dubious Skills I got from his YouTube channel, and if you're wondering why my second knight is off to the right, that was to prevent his knight from coming down. But anyhow, it was up until this point in the mid game, no one's really started a war against each other, and it looks like green and yellow have traded some pieces from some blunders in the front, from some of green's blunders in the front. But we're this game, what people start chatting about in this game are the teaming up of lower rated players versus higher rated players. And so I'm going to move my queen up in case that knight decides to come down, because I don't know why that knight's there. It's just there to annoy me. But so the question is, when you are the highest rated player and in a game, there's a lot of situations where people decide to, team up and take you down. And the only thing you can do is play as solid as you can and keep all your pieces protected. Now the girl in yellow, she starts chatting. I remember when Michael teamed up the other day, so she must have been a victim of this. And so I'm keeping my eyes open. A lot of times when the chat starts going, bad things happen, blunders, all that kind of stuff. So but regardless, I think it's with my thoughts on the teaming is it's just stupid, because people are so worried about, well, for one thing, there's two forms of four-player chess. There's the teams, and then there's the FFA, free-for-all, where everyone's just against each other. And of course there's going to be alliances. You're gonna, at the beginning of the game, you have your alliance with the person on top of you, and the reason for I'm just checking out who STOPPromotion is, and I notice Yeah, this is a YouTube channel. So, well, it's not his YouTube channel, but it's the link's bad. But regardless, I think it's stupid for when people, um, yeah, it's always nice to have someone help you out, but I think it's more rewarding when you play independently. Of course it is. The main thing when a lot of times when people start teaming against each other, I tend to remain solid as I can and help the underdog, whoever's getting the, you know, getting the, getting their butts kicked. But regardless, regardless, they're talking on the side. What's the highest you've ever been? Like 16. Okay, they're talking about ratings. The biggest thing I can tell you just for me, from what I've been playing, and this is coming from a person that has reached, I think, 1580 once, and I wasn't there long. I tend to stay in the upper 1400s. The biggest thing I can say is keep your king protected. Keep it under a fortress, because people will choose the weakest player always to go after. Now, if everyone's teaming up against you, then that can turn out to your favor, because everyone's trying to take your material, and so there's a lot more chance for blunders. The other thing too is I play a very conservative opening, like I said before, it's the one that Dubious Skills uses. Check out his channel. He does some great commentaries on YouTube, and I've learned a lot just watching these. But the opening, that the first few steps, there's not many pieces there's no bishops that are available for the taking, and it's very solid and conservative. So the other thing that I've seen, I've heard this a lot too, but I know why, is don't there's people that go out and they try to trade and get the points up front. But the thing is, the points will come. The points, what happens is, yeah, they meet a certain threshold of maybe upper 20s from all the trade in points from all the trades they have, but then they're left with little to no material to progress their pawns, and that's if they make good trades. Anyhow, but in this game, Stop Promotion, he's wanting to make a video of this game, and he's saying that, I think really what he's doing is hitting on the profile of Angelina, but regardless of that, the he says he wants to make a video about describing the tactics of, lower players teaming up against higher rated players. So this is just my 2 cents. So keep your king fortified at all times. Keep your pieces as keep them all protected. Try not to keep them hanging. The other thing is, if you're attacking, if you use try, I mean, you can't do these in all situations, but try to keep your try to attack with one piece, or pieces that, or multiple that can easily, that are backed by something, that are fortified and protected. The other thing is, look at the moves. It's hard to keep track of all the drama and stuff that's going on with the other players, but when you get a chance, keep an eye on what's going on, because you can use this definitely for your advantage. And so the thing is, check, I get a queen, but because if you see the strategy, people move pieces for reasons, except for, like, there are times where you are just waiting for something to happen and you make a move, and it's just to pass the move along to the next turn till, Armageddon happens. And so look at, like, for example, on red, why is his knight there? His knight's there because it can come down and do some damage. So keep that in the back of your head. The players that are more, also, before I get into that, the players that are on your right and left, those are bigger threats than the one above you. The one above you can only harm you with from their position, from the starting position, with their pieces that go straight, like their rook and their queen. They can't get you on the diagonals because the board is so big. So always watch your diagonals, watch what the bishops are doing, and that's that will help you out. The other thing, what else? The player, you hear a lot of times that the player on your right is the one that, I've heard a lot of people say, that's the one you need to attack. Well, I see it both, that's the one you have to watch, because if they put you in check, then it takes 3 turns. It takes all the other players get their chance to cash in on your material before you get to move. So you have to be especially careful on the player on the right. So, for example, mine would be the red. If he puts me in check, yellow gets to move, and if I didn't checkmate green, he would still be alive. I don't know why Angelina Callie, or whatever her name is, fell for this, or didn't see this coming, but that's okay. The one thing now, when you get down to 3 players and you are the leader of points, a lot of times they will tend to both come at you. So be very cautious in that situation. I'm keeping my eye on that queen because I know, well, first of all, I have a knight that is unprotected. That queen can come down. Red queen can take that knight. So I'm going to get that out of the way. But what I'm thinking of in the back of my mind, if he fortifies that with a bishop behind it, then that's checkmate for me. There's nothing I can do. Now, there's also the question about once the game is over. Let's say you time out like I do in this game, and you want and you're leading in points, and then someone else can easily, the other point leader can easily take the lead, and boom. But they decide that they're going to, they decide that they are going to, I'm sorry, I'm watching the game too. They decide that they're going to let the second player, they're going the remaining, what is it called? The remaining players are going to decide, well, we're going to trade some pieces, and I'm going to make some mouse slips, and you can take it just so you can be second place. Well, that's not good gamemanship. I forgot who it was, a good player I played against in the 1600s. One guy said, "Can you give me some points?" And he said, "I don't roll that way." And I think that's how it should be, because I mean you spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes on a game, and then people do that. I mean, and they call themselves, you know, hey, they think, "Oh, I'm a really good player." Well, you know, I don't know, maybe they are. Who knows? But all I'm saying is you don't have much control over that. So the thing is, oh, also in this situation, when you are at the end, you don't want to lose too much material, which I do. I had 3 queens, but you want to keep enough material, especially with all the chatting that's going on this game. It's hard to, it's so easy to time out. So you want to keep enough material, and it's better if the other people are the ones doing the battle. But you can't choose that. Every game's different, and it's just the way it is. So, but yeah, when the games are over, unfortunately, there's really not much you can do. And so what happens, you do have the players that say, "Hey, yeah, we're the last 2 standing. We'll make it work so you come in second place, even though they don't deserve it." And it's unfortunate, but it happens. So, the moral there is be one of the last people standing. If you get out before and you're just banking on, "Oh, I've got a bunch of points," well, you're probably not going to be second place, because a lot of, you know, and especially both these players, they have a lot of material, a lot of trades, so they can easily make up a point gap very quickly. Also, one of the players is going to get 20 points if you time out or you get checkmated, so that's 20 points there. So, but this was a interesting game. 2 highly rated players, on the and one pretty good player, the green, who admits, oh, I love to team up for my rating. Well, you know, well, that's only as good. That's not going to improve your skill. So regardless of that, you know, hope to play you guys soon, and I hope you like this video and my rambling on. So like and subscribe, and that's it.